Good morning, everybody.
Judge.
Give me 1 minute. I'm having a little bit of a hard time booting up the courtroom computer. First with this one, now with the courtroom computer. All right, there we go. It looks like it's starting to work. All right. We're here this morning for our pretrial conferences. I wanted to let everybody know, and I think a lot of you do know, that I am backup for jury trials on the week of February the 22nd, and my primary jury trial week will be the week of March the 1st. So what that means is that in this month, in January, I will not be having any jury trials, and I think that at least right now, it's still the directive that the courthouse is not having jury trials. It just started this past weekend. I'm hopeful that by the time it's my turn, that we will be back up and running. But what that basically means is that because I can't set any trials this month, I will probably be moving most of my cases, if not all of my cases, to my February pretrial conference, which for private attorneys would be February the 10th at 9, and for the PD and pro ses will be February the 11th. Also, I am going to be taking pleas if people are interested in scheduling in-person pleas or pleas in absentia next Thursday, the 14th at 2:30. If that day doesn't work for some of you, if you have other people that you want to plea, I can always see if I can come up with some other dates where we can accommodate you guys. But that's what I've kind of got on the plate for right now, as far as, my cases. And Mr. Rabb, I had indicated to you that I was going to have availability on the 12th to do pleas, but I found out that Jen had actually scheduled a motion to suppress at 2:30 on the 12th. So I think the 14th makes more sense to do pleas.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I do see on the docket that Ms. Armpriester has a case on my docket, 20 MM 1850, Luis San Juan Garcia. Should we move that one over to tomorrow?
I did speak with Ms. Armpriester this morning via text message. I think that is her preference, Your Honor.
To just set it for tomorrow?
Yes,
okay,
ma'am.
Tommy, can we move this one, Mr. San Juan Garcia, to tomorrow morning?
Sure.
All right, thank you. Do we have Attorney Baker on the line for Gerson Lacona Moralda?
Yes, we do, Your Honor.
There you are, Mr. Baker.
Hi, I hope you're
Hi.
doing well, Your Honor, and Mr. or Madam Prosecutor. This is case number 2014-13 CT. It's a pretty simple case, no DL. He was arrested August 2nd of 2020. The prosecutor has made me an offer yesterday. The dilemma, Your Honor, is he's Spanish speaking only. I filed a motion with the JAC to get a certified translator and or transcriber, and I have not heard back from JAC yet. I sent them a second request yesterday, but this is probably, once I can get the translator, which is no easy feat. You can ask Judge Foster and other judges about that. That's the only thing I see delaying this.
Okay. Aren't there?
I did reserve a translator for today, though, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
The court administrator translator.
So is your request to have someone translate for this defendant if he comes in person, or you're asking to have a plea in absentia translated? I'm trying to understand where you're going with this.
Where I'm going is to have a brief discussion with him where I could talk to him about the case and the offer and see if he wants to accept it. Upon my review of the probable cause, I think he would. There is an ICE detainer that's holding him, though, also. And he's in jail? Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, so why don't I do this? Why don't I set you on that February pretrial? And then that would be the February 10th at 9 o'clock. And then you have an opportunity to speak with him. And Mr. Baker, if you do end up resolving it, so that it's going to be a plea, you could always schedule it on a 2:15, and we usually have the translator in the courtroom, the interpreter. So we would be able to take a plea on a 2:15 with him in jail any day.
I will do that, Your Honor, and as soon as I get a response from the JAC, I will submit an order for you for the translator to meet me at the jail, since the court administrative translator doesn't go to the jail or anything.
If you simply need to talk with him, and he's in jail, aren't they doing those teleconferences where you can, it's almost like a Zoom? And I don't know that you need an official translator. You just need somebody that you trust could convert English to Spanish and Spanish to English. I mean, when they're here in court with us, obviously I need somebody that's certified, but I mean, I think if you're just talking to your client, I don't know why you would necessarily need somebody who's certified, but then again, I don't know that. I'm just wondering why, you would have to go through all those hoops in order to just be able to talk to him, if you could find someone that could assist you.
I'm more than willing to do that, Your Honor. Would I have your permission for the 14th to let the investigator know, not the investigator, the translator to know if they could come, like, give me 20 minutes to speak with the person, and I think we could wrap it up that same day.
I have your permission to do whatever it takes to try and resolve this case, as long as it's not taking court time while I'm in court and I'd have to recess the court to wait. But if you had, some ability to communicate with him, I know that the jail, I believe, has been pretty accommodating to setting up these teleconferences, so you may be able to even do that before then. But whatever it takes, if you want to bring an interpreter with you on the 14th, that's fine. I mean, we do note on the record that we need an interpreter, so an interpreter would be available to be in court on the 14th to assist. So whatever works.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do the best I can on that, Your Honor. What courtroom will you be in on the 14th?
Where do you think I'll be, Joe? I have no idea. They switch me. I go to a different courtroom almost every day except for this week, because it depends on whether somebody's in custody or not in custody, whether we need the telecom. It's probably going to be either for, yeah. Yes, just check in, like the day or the day of or the day before, and we'll know where I'm going to be. One of these days I'll have my own courtroom, but not today.
Okay, no problem, Your Honor.
All right.
I'll do the best I can to get this done as quickly as possible.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Baker.
Your Honor.
Your Honor, I have a hearing at 9:15. I would ask that I get called. I only have one case.
Who's that? Mr.
That's
Lopez?
Attorney Lopez, yes.
Oh, yes,
And just to clarify before Mr. Lopez, Your Honor, for the prior case, it was a continuance with waiver to February 10th.
Yes,
Yes.
February 10th, but we're also gonna tentatively schedule it for a plea on my January the 14th plea docket. Is that right, Mr. Baker? That's what you want me to do?
Did you say January the 14th plea docket?
Yes, sir.
That would seem fine, Your Honor. I did have one motion to withdraw from a case on Monday the 11th where there's a hearing on the 14th, but I'll probably be allowed to withdraw with that caveat. What time would the plea again be? Was that 2:15? You said 2:30?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll see you then at 2:30.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you, ma'am.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, Mr. Lopez, you have Andrew Chedester, 20 CT 371.
Yes, the case is running quite long. At this point, I would ask if the court could set it for a trial call, and we'll try to get it resolved. But I don't know if we have more time.
What are you looking for? I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
For a trial call?
For a something call.
Trial.
Oh, a trial call. So I'm not going to be doing a trial call this month because I'm not having trials in January. What I could do is set it for the February pretrial conference, which would be February the 10th at 9. And then obviously what we're going to end up doing is we're going to end up going through all the cases to try and see which ones we're going to slot for trial.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, sounds good. February the 10th, 9 a.m. All right, thank you. Anybody else have anything that they need to get to right away that needs to be called in advance?
Yes, Your
Mr.
Honor,
Brown?
I have a live plea with
Mr.
Judge
Brown?
Porter. I have a live plea with Judge Porter at 9:30, Your Honor, so I need to be getting out of the office.
So let's look at your cases. You have Brett Jameson, 20 mm 710.
Thanks.
You okay with
Yes,
us
sir.
moving him to the 10th, February the 10th pretrial?
Well, we're ready for trial, but I understand you don't have a trial call, so yes, that's
Okay.
fine.
February 10th, 9 a.m. And then the other one you have is Miguel Rio, 20 mm 1396.
I'll ask for the same date with a waiver. We have an offer to run by the client.
Okay, sounds good. So that'll be also February the 10th at 9 a.m.
That's all I have. Thank you. You have a great day.
All right, thank you too. All right, let's see here. Mr. Turner, it looks like you only have one case. I hope I'm going to say this, Sandayal Davis, 20 CT 1470.
Yes, Your Honor. So Daniel Davis.
Thank you.
I have some video in this case. I'm having a little bit of trouble figuring out how to get it to my client to watch it. Other than that, I don't think I've received an offer from the state yet. So
Get you an officer.
Can
I'm
send
sorry,
you-
sir?
I'll send you an offer today.
okay, thank you.
All right, I'll set this for the February 10th pretrial at 9 as well.
Okay,
And
thank
then
you.
if you work it out in advance, and just let me know and we'll figure out a place to put you for a plea, okay?
All right, thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. Anybody else have one or two cases? I'm trying to take the quick ones first before we get to the people that have like a bunch.
Judge Landon Miller, I have one.
All right, Mr.
Judge,
Miller.
I'm going to object to Mr. Miller being called at all.
I figured you would, Mr. Casassa.
I have Charles Humphreys, Your Honor, case number 19 CT 2475. Again, we're announcing ready for trial, but I understand the court's comments earlier. So if we may have the February date, that'd be perfect.
Yes, sir. February 10th at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Judge, and please take Mr. Casassa at the end.
Okay, I will. I was already planning on that. Thank you.
And
Yes,
Mr. Miller,
ma'am.
please feel free to give me a call as well if you want to discuss the offer.
I do. Thank you. I will.
Thank you.
Your Honor, this is Diane Gonzalez. I also have one case.
All right, Ms. Gonzalez, let's look at yours. Yours is Jade Wallstringer, 20 CT 1887. Nope, 20 MM 77.
Yes, this is a diversion kickback. I sent some materials over to the state, so if we could roll it one more time, I think we'll have it resolved.
All right, February the 10th at 9.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you, Ms.
morning, Your Honor. Samantha Stevens, and I do have my client who's appearing by video under the name Corinthia on your screen.
Oh, okay. I see Mr. Corinthia. He's in my upper left-hand corner.
Right, and the last name is Mungin, M-U-N-G-I-N.
Yep. 20 MM 285.
Yes, Your Honor. If we can choose to have the February 10th date, the state has relayed an offer. We may or may not be able to resolve with a plea.
Okay, fantastic. February 10th at 9. And as I said before, if you resolve it quickly, you could always put it on for a plea next week. And if not, contact my judicial assistant and we'll see if we can open up another plea day that's closer to February.
Okay, thank you so much. Happy New Year.
All right. You too. Happy New Year to you. Thank you, Mr. Mungin.
Thank you.
All right. Okay.
Morning,
Yes,
Your Honor.
Your Honor. This is Attorney Juan Mendoza. I also have one case.
Mr. Mendoza? Okay, hold on one
Yes.
second. All right, Mr. Mendoza.
Yeah.
Mr. Mendoza, you have McDonald Moore Rodriguez, 20 CT 1918.
Yes, Your Honor. It's a the case is scheduled for a plea in absentia today. There's an agreement with the state. My client will plead no contest. The charge in this case is driving with the license suspended or revoked. It's a second offense. The terms of the agreement that he would there will be an adjudication of guilt, $150 fine, court costs, and cost of prosecution.
Okay.
We e-filed the plea in absentia and submitted the original fingerprint cards to the clerk of court.
Okay. I see it. You stipulate to a factual basis of venue, sir, for the purpose of the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
And let me just make sure I have fingerprints. I do. All right. So The court will accept the plea. Find that there is venue and a factual basis for the plea to the charge of driving while license suspended, canceled, or revoked. It will be an adjudication of guilt, $150 fine plus court costs and costs of prosecution. Tommy, how do we do that for the purpose of looking at the judgment? Do you want to print it and have me look at it later? Or, so I didn't know we were going to do any pleas this morning.
And Your Honor, for the record, it does appear that Ms. Maturino did sign the plea in absentia. The state has no objection.
Yep. Oh. Fantastic. Looks good, Tommy. Thank you. I love this technology when it works. All right. So let me get out of here. Anybody else have one or two cases they want to have heard this morning?
Judge, Mr. Casasso only has one case if you're willing to call me.
Right. And I see Mr. Russo, you had your hand up. I'll call you Mr. Casasso, then Mr. Russo. All right, Mr. Casasso, David Fowkes, 20 CT 109.
Mr. Fawkes, Judge, we're ready for trial.
February 10th at 9 a.m. for pretrial.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Good morning.
All right. Good morning. Mr. Russo.
Good morning. I have Anthony Guerra, 20 CT 1151.
Yes.
And we are ready for trial.
Okay. Also going to set this one for the pretrial February the 10th at 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Okay. Good morning,
Okay.
Mr. Hanukkah.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. I have one case.
Yes.
Edgardo Iago, 20
20
CT.
CT 2195.
Yes, Your Honor. If I get February 10th with the waiver, please.
February 10th, 9 a.m.
Thank you. Go ahead.
All right. Anybody else got one or two cases that wants to be heard?
I just have one.
Mr.
James
Chandler.
Chandler for Douglas Dingle. Judge, I was appointed, you appointed me on this back in December. I got the discovery, but when I went to download the videos would not download. So I didn't know if Mr. Rob could resend the videos or video. I don't know if there's one or two, but I would just asked to put this on the February 10th as well.
Sure. February 10th at 9 a.m. I will tell you that with some of the videos, at least for me, I've had to have the guy here who helps us with the technology. I'm sure he's got a certain title, but I would say our techie guy will have to come in and do something on my computer to get him to actually play, because it's like a different program or something. I don't know if you've had that problem, Mr. Rab, with the dash cam videos and some of the videos that we receive.
Recently, we've been having some issues, not just in our office, but with private attorneys as well.
Yeah, I don't know how we fix that, because I think they've updated their technology, and like Windows Media Player won't play some of them.
Yeah, you need a special software system for some of them, depending on the department, Your Honor.
Yep. All right. Well, you guys work it out. I'll move it to the February the 10th date, and hopefully you can figure out a way to watch the video. Maybe even Mr. Chandler, if Mr. Rab has the software, you could come over here and they could figure out a way to show it to you. I don't know. There's a solution there somewhere.
Perfectly happy to do that.
Happy to do
Mr.
that.
Chandler, do you have an offer from our office?
I don't. If you could email me one, that would be great.
Will do.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Nunez, I thought you had one case too. Jensen Perez.
Yes, Your Honor. That's a diversion offer, Judge. He's just out of state. If I could just have one more pretrial to get him signed up, it should be off before your next court date.
All right. And for the record, it's 20 MM 1688, and we'll set him for February the 10th at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have.
All right. Thank you. All right. Let's call Attorney Calvo.
Yes, good morning, Judge. How are you today? Happy New Year.
Good. Happy New Year to you.
Yes. I have one client with two cases, 20 CT 1744 and 20 CT 822. I'm just going to ask for that February 10th date is fine with the waiver.
Okay. Sounds good. February 10th at 9 a.m.
Great. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too. All right. Next I see Ms. Maurer. I'm just going by the way I see you guys on the screen at this point. Ms. Maurer?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
I signed in a few minutes late. Are you taking plea in absentia on this docket?
If I do take them, I'd prefer to take them at the end of the docket. You mind if I just call some other people first?
That's fine.
Anybody else have pleas in absentia they want to do this morning that's on Zoom right now? Other than Ms. Maurer? No? All right, Ms. Maurer, let me take...
Mr. Dunford does. I'm sorry, Judge. I had to get off mute.
Yes. Okay, Mr. Dunford, Ms. Maurer, I'll address the pleas in absentia once I get everyone else cleared, okay? I don't think it's gonna take too long, but I think it makes more sense to do the pleas at the end.
Problem at all, Judge.
Mr. Bazaz, I don't see him here. Mr. Camadejo, is that the name?
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you?
Good, how are you, sir?
Good.
You have two cases. First is Ricky Davidson, 20 CT 377.
That's correct. If we can get that February 10th pretrial.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
At 9 a.m. And next one you have is Gilmer Calmo Salas, 20 CT 2222.
Same request, Your Honor, with a waiver.
Okay, February 10th, 9 a.m.
Those both with a waiver, Mr. Kamadeka?
I'm sorry?
Were those both with a waiver?
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Have a good day.
Thank you, you too. Let's check here. I think I just saw somebody sign in. Yeah, okay, we're good. All right, Mr. Villacava.
Morning, Judge. How are you, ma'am?
I'm good. How are you today, sir?
Good, thank you. I have Mr. Weeks.
Yes, 2019 MM 1583.
I'll take that February date as well, please, with a waiver.
Okay, that will be February did I say February 8th? No, February 10th at 9 a.m.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a nice day.
You too. But you have two, I think, right? Or is there, no, there's another Villacava. Same last name.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Yes, we have another Mr. Villacava who's representing Trong Nyo, 20 CT 2085.
Correct, Judge. Lee Villacava, for the record, we'd respectfully request the February 10th court date.
February 10th at 9, sir. Thank
you very much. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Is Miss Wilson? Oh, actually, Miss Wilson is Mr. McGann. Is that right? I don't know that I've brought him in yet.
Yeah, that's correct.
All right, Mr. McGann. You have Juan Santa Maria Contreras, 20 CT 1652.
Yes, Your Honor. We would ask for one more continuance with Mr. Santa Maria Contreras' case so we could wrap it up on the February court date.
February 10th at 9, sir. All right. And then you have Elizabeth Ann Rivas. She has three cases, 20 MM 1814, 20 CT 2144, and 20 CT 2395.
If I'm still waiting to hear back from Mr. Rabb about updated plea offer with lesser jail time, so I'm not sure if we can maybe roll this to this afternoon, the jail 215 docket, so for a potential plea.
Is she in jail?
That's correct. I let her know that she might not appear on this morning, but we're trying to get her out of there as quickly as possible.
Okay.
I believe we will be in a position, Your Honor, to resolve that case this afternoon.
Okay, that sounds good. We'll put you at 215 this afternoon.
Thank you very much. And I have one other case. It's 20 CT6. The last name is Gutierrez Borges.
Okay. Is there a different attorney on it? Because I've got it by attorneys right now.
It would be Mr. Hollander, Ted Hollander. He's the owner of the firm.
There he is. Okay. Yes. 20 CT6.
And so we would also ask for a final continuance with Mr. Gutierrez's case to wrap it up in February.
Yes, that sounds good. All right, Mr. Russo, I'm so sorry. I skipped over you. I apologize. You had your hand up and I said I was going to call you next and then I did not.
Your Honor, you did call me.
Oh, I did? Oh, okay,
yes,
good.
I'm just lingering here, but yes, you called me. Thank you.
Good. Are you just hanging out for a little bit? You can welcome to do that. It's a big docket, so I'm like, oh my gosh, should I not call him?
You did call me.
All right, good.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Fayette, is he there? Or someone for Mr. Fayette? Nope. How about Mr. Levy?
Good morning, Your Honor. William Levy for Jerry Berry. We have three cases on the docket. Richard Graves Elmer, that's on 16 of 45, 2020 MM 1146. Judge, I believe we have a resolution worked out in this case. We would just, it's going to require my client to do a little community service prior to accepting the plea, which I believe will likely do by plea in absentia. So if there's no objection from the court or state, we would just ask for a 2-cycle continuance. I think that'll give us enough time to get the hours done and get the plea in absentia properly executed and filed with the court.
Okay. Oh, let's see. When is my next? It looks like my pretrial conference in March is going to be March the 31st at 9 a.m.
That should be enough time, Your Honor.
Okay, sounds good. We'll move him there.
And who was this for, Your Honor?
What's that?
Who was this for?
Richard Gray.
Thank
What was
you.
the last? Okay.
And that's also with a waiver of speedy as well.
Okay, perfect. Thanks.
Next, Your Honor, I have Frederick M. Johnson. That's on 19 of 45. This is 2020 CT 713.
Yes.
Judge, we're ready for trial in this case. I know I heard you're not setting trial, so the next pre-trial in February is fine.
Okay, it'll be February the 10th at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Judge.
Right.
And it's also with a waiver of speedy.
Thank you, sir.
Finally, Your Honor, we have Ernesto Carlos Valdez on 41 of 45, case 2020 CT 1296. Your Honor, I would just ask for another continuance in this case. We've received discovery. My client lives in Miami. We have mailed him discovery, including the video. I wanted him to take a look at it and watch it before we made any decisions about trial. We have a plea offer. I've reviewed it with him. At this time, Judge, I would just ask for a continuance with a waiver.
Do you want that February 10th date?
That's fine, Judge. Yeah, we'll have a better idea at that date whether we're going to be moving to a trial or resolving.
Okay, February the 10th at 9.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
That's all.
Thank you. Have a good day. Mr. Linares?
Morning, Judge.
Good morning. O'Neill Garcia Toledo?
That's
20
correct,
CT
Judge.
1655?
Right, we're asking for that February 10 with a waiver of speedy.
Okay, sure. February 10th at 9 a.m., sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, sir. All right, Mr. Alonso?
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very well. Happy New Year. I have two matters. Lilian Aurora Castillo Urias, 2019, 2881.
Yes, and
that case, you've already granted our motion to return the bond. She has been deported. She is in Guatemala. I have no objection to you issuing an AC as a hold because I understand that the state attorney's office doesn't want to no process cases, but that's what it is.
all right,
Yes,
so what you're asking me to do is issue a bench warrant on this one?
I guess, Judge, she's never coming back. I mean, she can't come back. If she comes back, she's looking at a 2-year minimum in federal prison for returning without a permit. I don't know what else to do.
Your Honor, the state will be requesting a bench warrant. However, I believe the defendant's appearance at this particular docket has been waived, and therefore I think it would be inappropriate to issue it at this point. If we could put this on maybe your plea docket on the 14th and require her presence, and anticipating she does not show, we can request a bench warrant at that time.
On January 14th, Judge?
Yes, at 2:30.
At 2:30. I will be back with bells on, and I will tell you the same thing that I told you today.
You don't think she's going to appear?
I do not.
Even if I court order her to appear, she won't?
She can't come back. She doesn't have.
I know, I'm just teasing you a little bit.
Don't worry. I've been teased by the best, and you are among the best. Okay.
Thank you. I'll take that on a Wednesday. Absolutely. Joe's nodding.
I have Tapanes.
Maribel Tapanes, 20 CT 479.
That's correct. Judge, the last time we were here, the ASA on the case was looking into offering us a breakdown, a bind down, or a breakdown to a reckless.
Okay.
Your Honor, I have not reviewed Ms. Maturino's notes on that matter, but sir, if you would like to give me a call later today or later this week to discuss, we can certainly do that.
Mr. Rob, I will call you or send you an email, whatever it is, and then we'll make an appointment so we can talk.
Outstanding.
When do you want to reset it, Judge?
February the 10th at 9.
February 2, 10, 21, and 9 a.m. I will be.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day, sir.
You too.
All right. Ms. Upson? It looks like you have one. You're muted. There you go.
Thank you, Your Honor. It's Gladys Yolanda Yos Domingo, 20 mm 259.
Yes.
Speedy has previously been waived, and we're ready for trial, so that February date is fine.
February 10th at 9.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's see here. Mr. Roystacker, you ready?
Yes, Judge.
All right, let's see what we've got here for you. The first case I see for you is William Pierce, 2019 CT 2496.
Yeah, Judge, we do have an offer, and I am in the process of finding out if my client is going to accept that. I would ask for one more date in February.
February 10th at 9.
Thank you. We would waive, Judge.
Thank you, sir. And then we have Giovanni Ortiz, 2019 CT 2999. Sorry, they're not in alphabetical.
Yes.
On my computer. They're by attorney.
Okay, Judge, this is one where last time I believe ASA Rab was going to resend the offer. I don't know if he did or not. I have not received it in his December 13th offers.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be resetting these for the February 10th date. Hopefully you guys can figure that out by then. That work?
Perfect.
All right, February 10th at 9.
We would waive.
Thank you, sir. Douglas Ward, 20 mm 79.
We would ask for that same date.
February the 10th at 9. Mary Kennedy, 20 mm 414.
There is no offer, Judge, as per the last communication that I just alluded to from the state. They said they're not. There's no offer at the present time.
Okay. Well, it looks like this is a battery, so there's going to have to be victim communication in order to resolve that one. So
yeah, Judge, I was told that the complainant is not going to appear and not cooperating. Just FYI for the state.
I appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
So I'll set this one also for February the 10th, and again, allow you gentlemen to talk and see whether this is a case that's going to go forward or be a plea or what we're going to do with it. All right. Antonio Miranda Fonte, 20 mm 1044.
Judge, I would ask for the same date. I don't know if there is an offer or not. I have not received one. So again, we'll contact Mr. Rapp.
Okay. February the 10th at 9. And then we have John Schultz, 20 CT 1729.
Just one moment. Judge, the last time on, the state was waiting for the DRE evaluation, and as of December 13th, in that same memo, there was no offer pending the results.
Okay, we'll see the same with that. We'll set it for February the 10th, and hopefully we can get that discovery issue worked out.
And we still do not have that in hand yet, Mr. Roystacher. But we will forward once it is.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sounds good. All right, next we have Terrence Burkhart, 20 mm 1547.
Judge, and of course that's related to his wife, and they're similarly situated. We'll take one at a time. I assume I believe they're in their late 70s, and there is an offer of diversion that was made for each of them. And I spoke with them last night, and it is acceptable. So they're going to make the arrangements.
For both Mr. Terrence Burkhart and Anna Beth Burkhart?
Yes.
And Tommy, on my dashboard, it says Terrence Burlhart with an L instead of a K. It's Burkhart, right? For both of them?
That's right. BERKHARDT.
So can we fix that name for Terrence?
Yep, I'll fix it right now.
All right, perfect. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set both of those cases for that 9 a.m. pretrial on February the 10th, and that would be both Terrence Burkhart, 20 mm 1547, and Annabeth Burkhart, 20 mm 1548, and that'll let them get signed up for diversion and on their way.
Perfect.
All right. Okay, and oh wait, I have somebody else coming in here. Mr. Dunford, who are you here for this morning, sir?
Good morning, Judge. I've got some plea in absentia this morning. I had three cases on the docket.
Oh yeah. Let's take those last.
No problem.
What about Mr. Wetter? Mr. Wetter?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I am
ready for you.
Judge, I only have one case in front of Your Honor this morning. Stella Martinez, 20 CT 1573.
Yes.
Does Your Honor have one more continuance for me?
Yes, February the 10th at 9. And I don't know if you heard when I kind of announced to the group this morning that I am back up for a jury trial week on February the 22nd, and my primary jury trial week is March the 1st. And so hopefully the courthouse is going to be doing jury trials by then. If they are, I plan on my February docket to start setting them.
Yes, okay, yes, Your Honor.
All right, so February the 10th
I
at
look
9.
forward to that day.
You and me both. I'm sitting in a completely empty courtroom that holds about, a lot of people right now. It's just weird.
I know, I know. I miss the social aspect.
Me too. I think what I should do is go through the, the bar directory, and maybe I'll do like blow-ups of all you lawyers that I'm used to having here, and I'm going to put you guys kind of in the gallery, just like they do at the sports stadium. That could be fun.
Yeah, the baseball. Yeah.
Right, exactly. That way I'll have you guys here, live and in person. Well, sort of. Anyway. All right, sir. So thank you. We will see you in February.
Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge. Happy New Year.
You too. Mr. Roy Stacker?
Yes,
sir.
did we finish on Michael Frazier? Was that matter called? It may have been. I don't know this.
Did I miss it? Oh, I totally missed it. No, I missed Michael Frazier. Sorry. 19 CT 2142.
Yes, Judge. Again, we do have an offer on this case, and I would be asking for the same date that you had given out.
February the 10th, sir.
At 9 a.m. Judge, I just want to let Your Honor know that I'm leaving this jurisdiction on Friday. Unfortunately, I have some medical issues, and I have to return to New York. So a number of these cases are going to go back to Ms. DeCaro or otherwise be reassigned. It was a pleasure to appear before Your Honor. And as far as I'm concerned, Naples is a whole lot of paradise. And it is absolutely, this has become my favorite American city, and I will return.
Well, I hope you recover from whatever's going on with you. I wish you well, and I hope you return too. It's been a pleasure working with you, even though it's been a very short period of time. But yeah, there's worse places you could be, especially in January, than Naples, Florida.
Absolutely. Thank you, Judge.
All right, Mr. Roy Stacker, good luck to you with everything.
Thanks, Judge.
Thank you. All right, bye-bye. Okay, I still don't see Mr. Pizzazz. Next, Mr. Fayette, you ready?
Ready, Judge.
Okay.
I played the most epic game of phone tag with Mr. Rob. It went over maybe 3 weeks, and we still never talked. So I'm going to try and get through this. I'll surprise him with what I want to do. Okay. I can call him, Judge, or you can call them, however you want to do it.
Doesn't matter to me. You want to call him? I've been calling him already. So let's let you go for it.
Okay, Mario Garcia Cisneros, 19 CT 1906.
Yes.
We're ready on that.
And
Mr. Rob has big problems. He just doesn't know about it because we never got to talk.
I'm sure I do. I gave you my cell phone. Miss Maurer never has an issue getting a hold of me. So
If you gave me the cell phone, I missed it. I'll shoot you an email or I'll look back through there. I always feel guilty calling your cell phone even if I had it. So
It's not a problem at all, but I agree. We have been playing an episode of phone tag on multiple dockets for a while.
Well, at least it's not just mine. That was going to make me feel bad if it was just me we couldn't seem to talk about.
I think the holidays messed a lot of things up, so.
Probably true. Let's set this for February the 10th at 9.
Okay. Is that a pretrial or is that a trial date, Judge?
It's a pretrial. So I don't know if you heard kind of my little speech before, but I'm back up on February the 22nd with another judge. So if the other judge doesn't have any other cases going, I will have that trial week. I'm also primary on March the 1st. So March the 1st will be my jury trial week.
Okay.
And as long as we're able to have jury trials, which we're not doing again, I'm going to be ready to rock and roll and get stuff set.
Okay, great.
These dockets are getting a little too big for my comfort zone, but
I bet.
yeah.
Amber Bacon, Judge, 19 CT 1100.
Yes, Miss Bacon.
That's going to be a plea, but she's I need her to complete DUI school so we can keep her driving. She completes it on her last classes on February 20th. Is there a date I can put it on for after February 20th?
Yes, March 31st at 9.
Okay, great.
All right, we'll set her there. Then she'll be well done by then, right? You shouldn't say well done when it comes to someone with the last name.
She'll definitely be ready to go then.
All right, sounds good.
David Tamiano, 19 CT 2875.
Okay.
We're ready.
February 10th at 9.
Roger Wiegand, 19 MM 1518. We're ready.
February the 10th at 9.
David Wright, 19 CT 1846. Ready.
February 10th at 9.
Miguel Garcia Castro, 20 CT 1887. Judge, do you have a trial date that's it can be a trial status? I anticipate it to be a plea, but that court date that's titled trial tends to spur action.
Yes, it does. So what my plan is, which I actually haven't shared with Jen yet, which is probably going to frost her a little bit, but I'll share it with her after court, was that because I have that backup trial week, the 22nd, that I would make that February the 19th at 9 a.m. date a status.
Let's put it there. Mr. Rob, you don't need to do any work on it. I just need it set on that trial status date. I'll explain it to you.
I mean, that's basically going to be a trial call calendar.
Okay.
Because when we start talking about these trials on February the 10th that are going to be going either, the week of the 22nd or the week of March the 1st, then I'm going to really need to have some, real good clarity as to who really thinks they're going to trial, or, this is having a trial date looming might convince someone that perhaps a trial isn't the best idea. I don't know how that will work. But at least, that's my thought, is we'll have the trial call, and then I'm just going to start slotting people in those weeks. And hopefully they're going to go, some of them anyway.
Juries in the hallway are what resolves cases.
That's true, but I think I've been clear with everybody that I'm not going to be taking pleas on jury trial days, because I get all kinds of stuff for doing that.
I'm just glad Mr. Fayette thinks it's not withholding costs that resolve cases. That it's juries. So.
Well, that would work for sure.
I would hope that it's both withholds and costs, and also the idea of juries when it's not withholds and costs.
I don't remember the last time I got that offer. I appreciate your time, Judge. That's the last one I have.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too. Mr. Day, you ready?
Morning, Judge.
Morning, how are you?
Good. Judge, on page 1, I have Martin Andrade, 11/20/1858, requesting the January 14th plea date.
Okay, January 14th at 2:30.
Page
and that's going to be an in-person plea, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm going to try to have pleas in absentia to expedite things, if get as many as I can anyway.
Great, and those that you can't, just bring them in. We'll get them done. All right.
Page 7, Marcos Castro, 11/20/19 1796. Request that January 14th plea date.
January 14th at 2:30.
Page 9, Daniel Dua, 11/20/20, 21:47. Request the February 10th date.
February 10th at 9.
Page 11, Sheehan Forrest, 11/20/19, 23:27. Request the February 10th date.
February 10th at 9.
Page 22, Roosevelt Laura, 11/20/20, 19:14. Request the February 14th plea date.
January 14th.
I'm sorry, January 14th, yes.
Yes, January 14th at 2:30.
Page 23, Thomas Mangan, 11/20/20, 18:58. Request the February 10th date.
February 10th at 9.
Page 26, Marcus Marine, 11/20/19, 26:68. Request the February 10th date.
February 10th at 9.
Page 28, Kaylee O'Connor, 11/20/20, 14:43. Request the February 10th date.
I think it's 443, not 1443. Is that right?
Yes, Judge, yes.
February 10th at 9.
Page 40, Colin Tron, 11/20/20, 17:47. Request the February 10th date.
February 10th at 9.
Page 42, Trevor Webdale, 11/20/20, 15:97. Requests the January 14th date.
January 14th at 2:30.
That's it, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
All
right.
Attorney Perez, I just have one case on the docket, so I was
Okay.
late on
Yes, sir.
another.
That's
one.
okay.
Mr.
Jerry
Starman?
Starman?
Yeah,
Yes, 400.
and it's my fault that he hasn't, I have the letter from, basically, I just need him to fill out the factual statement for his diversion offer. My dad got taken into hospice on the 20th, and he's coming home now to home care, so it's been my fault not being able to reach out to him just because I've been taking care of that. If there's a way I can have another court date.
Of course. Oh God, that's totally understandable. I've been there, and it's so hard. It's so, and I'm so sorry that you're going through that.
Thank you. It's it's been a lot. I kind of just shut down everything for a few weeks. Like,
I totally understand. And so of course we will accommodate. I have the February the 10th at 9 a.m. My other pretrial is going to be in March 31st at 9. I'm happy to extend it out to March if you think, it might take a little bit more time.
I'd appreciate it. They're moving him back into my house today, so I'd appreciate the March date if that's okay.
Let's set it for March the 31st. And, again, if, you still have stuff going on and you need more time, I will totally accommodate you.
Thank you, Judge.
I 100% understand. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, sir.
Yes, that's
March
all I have.
31st.
Yes, may I be digitally excused, I guess.
Yes, of course you are. Thank you.
Judge.
Good luck to you and your family.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Let's see here. Mr. Verderamo, are you ready?
Good morning.
Good morning.
I've got Gary Broderick, 20 CT 2022, page 3. I'm requesting the February 10th.
All right. Why am I finding Mr. Broderick? There he is. February the 10th at 9.
Hugo Casero, 19 CT 2029, February 10th.
February 10th at 9.
Osmarvin Cervantes, 20 CT 1819, February 10th.
February 10th at 9.
Alfredo Javier Gomez, 19 CT 1544, February 10th.
February 10th at 9.
Jeffrey Hopkins, 19 CT 1731, February 10th.
February 10th at 9.
Jody Keene, 20 CT 1530, February 10th.
February 10th at 9.
Marshall Lane, 20 CT 55, February 10th. Judge, he's in custody in Charlotte County. I'm going to make a motion to have his bond revoked. So he is receiving credit. The bondsman could not do an off bond because he's not in the facility here in Collier County. So if we could, if you could revoke his bond.
Okay, that'll be granted.
Weird request, but
It is a weird request from a defense attorney to say, I want my client's bond revoked.
it is. But he needs a clock credit on the case. That's the way.
Of course. I wish there was some way we could do it without revoking his bond, but you guys would know how to do that better than I would.
Yeah, I would. That's the best way to do it. Normally, the bondsman would do an off bond, but since he's not here in Collier County, the jail will not accept it.
Could always resolve it, Mr. Verderama.
Well, he's in Charlotte County. That's the problem.
They'll take
Well,
a plea there, won't they?
Kind of thinking outside the box here. If we know he's in jail in Charlotte County, and we know he's done like 30 days in Charlotte County, even though technically by not revoking his bond, he wouldn't be receiving credit here. There could always be an offer for time served because we know that he spent all the time in jail, and the only reason why he didn't get credit is because of this bond issue. So, I mean, do you want me? I don't know what you guys want to do with that. I don't know how long has he been in jail, Mr. Verderamo?
It's been about a week or so. He's been in and out. He was arrested and then got out in Charlotte County and got rearrested within the last week or so. So he's been in and out. So the bondsman contacted me, his family contacted me, and that was their request to do this. So
How much is his bond?
his bond was, he's also got felony charges pending. It was two $5,000 bonds.
So basically, he's forfeiting $1,000. The question is, and I don't know the answer to this. So if you post the 10% bond and I forfeit it, the $5,000 bond, does that mean that he's only losing the 500, or is he losing more than that?
He's losing the $1,000, $500 per bond. So his mother is out the two $500 bonds.
Which might be worth it to get the jail credit. So I can understand. Okay. All right. The order will stand. You send me an order over today and I'll sign it today.
Thank you.
All right. Sure.
I could tell you were by your facial expression, you were kind of perplexed on why I was asking that, but that's fine.
I was. I will never be able to play poker because I don't think I have a poker. You see, now I just put this mask back on. You guys can.
Yeah, there you go.
I have no idea what I'm thinking. It's just really great when I'm reading booking sheets. And I look down and I go, you, Mr. Lucarelli, did that? All right.
Next case, Troy Man 20 CT 1186, page 24, the February 10th.
February 10th at 9.
McGalley Mark 20 MM 1780, February 10th. This will resolve itself with diversion by the February 10th. Martin Santiago Mendoza 20 CT 1414, February 10th.
February 10th at 9.
Noreen Price 19 CT 2991, February 10th. Mr. Rob, I'll get with you on this case for resolution.
Yes, sir.
Marcos Santiago 20 CT 1853, February 10th.
February 10th at 9.
Juan Sebastian Mendez
20 CT 852.
February 10th.
February 10th at 9.
Juan Sebastian, this is his son, unrelated case, 20 CT 852, February 10th.
I have 1830. Or did I get the wrong one? Did I call the other one wrong?
That's 1830. That was
That was
I've got a father and son, not related, different dates.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
So that's the confusion. They have the same name.
Yes. Okay. February
Except
10th.
it's Juan Sebastian, and then there's Juan Sebastian Mendez.
Oh, I gotcha. Well, that complicates it a little too.
Right.
Because Juan Sebastian is the first name, and then Juan is the first name, and the other one is Sebastian Mendez is the last name in the other one, right?
Correct.
All right, Tommy, as
Date of
long as
birth?
you're straight, I'm fine.
I got it.
Okay. I was hired on another case that's set for tomorrow. Would you like me to address that right now?
I sure would. Can we do that, Tommy?
Sure.
It's Tommy, it's 20 1738. Gaston Valdez, Valdez.
That was 738, correct?
1738.
Okay.
20 1738. My notice was filed yesterday. It has not been accepted by your office.
And that was Gaston Valdez.
Yes.
Okay.
Judge, I'm going to ask for a February 10th on that case. It's the first time up.
That works for me.
All right. Thank you. Have a good day, everybody.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.
Derek, give me a call whenever.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Lucarelli came into the courtroom, so I'm going to call his cases real quick. Yes. Good morning. Eric Bronig is case number 20 CT 980. Okay, I need to do those at the end of the docket, which we're almost at. Yeah, let me recall your cases. Is anybody appearing for Mr. Bazaz? Because I've got 3 cases for him. Thank you. And then there's also another attorney for a gentleman named Adam Fry, and the attorney's name is Christopher Shasani. Does anybody know Christopher Shasani? He looks like he's a lawyer in Naples. Let's see if we can get a phone number for him. I need to write this down because I'm going to spell it wrong when I go to the Florida bar.
I have one in our system, Your Honor, if you need a phone number for him.
Oh, what's the phone number?
It's 239
Yeah?
248
Yep.
7630.
Okay. All right, that phone doesn't appear to be working. Oh, now it is. Okay, it just went to dead air. Nothing. And Mr. Rab, have you been in contact with Mr. Shasani? Uh-oh, I think Zoom's frozen. Mr. Rab is frozen anyway. The state attorney is totally frozen. Everyone else I can see. Can you guys hear me over Zoom?
I can hear you, Judge. And now I think you just froze.
I can hear everybody.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
We just lost you guys for a minute. We haven't done anything. Just waiting to see you guys all come. I thought I was pretty. Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. I think that you know, it's a nice thing to have for things that are short, you know, that are easy. But for the lengthy stuff and the ones where you have 100 people, I don't know, it can be a little tough. Yeah. Yep. All right, I think I've got everybody back. Mr. Rab, there you are.
Yes,
It started with you, Mr. Rab. You like froze, and then Tommy froze, And then all of a sudden the whole thing just went haywire.
So it's my fault?
I don't know. Somebody's fault. One of the five of us. I don't know who. It could have been my fault. I don't know. I don't know. So the question I was asking, does anybody know Mr. Shazani and Mr. Rabb? Have you spoken with him?
I have not. There are notes in here from Miss Maturino. It looks like discovery was attempted to be sent to him. I'm not sure if he's registered in the portal account or he has a portal account to receive discovery. And it appears that an offer was made as well in November, but I have not had any contact with him, Your Honor.
All right.
I'm gonna get my ass sprained today.
I'm looking to see if there's a different number on the Florida Bar website than the one you gave me.
Did you attempt to call him previously, Your Honor?
I did. 248-7630. It's interesting because he's showing a Naples address, but then the mailing address is in Orlando.
I'm unsure.
I don't know. Well,
perhaps we recall him, and if not,
we could recall him, or we could just roll him. I'm gonna roll the case anyway. And maybe Mr. Rabb, if you wouldn't mind sending him an email just to explain that we're just moving him to February the 10th. That, you know, the court, you know, realized that maybe it was miscalendared or something.
absolutely, Your Honor. The state's only request is that this be counted as a defense continuance with a waiver.
That would be granted. And this is case number 20 CT 2075 for the record, Adam Hunter Fry. So we'll just, I was moving all the cases anyway, so it does happen sometimes that we miscalendar things, or I've also had people say they had a hard time getting into Zoom sometimes too. So we'll give them the benefit of the doubt and move it. All right. So, oh, what did Mr. Bazaz have to say, Mr. Lucarelli? Continue all his cases. All right. So let's start with Courtney Brodowski. She's got two cases, 19MM 2170 and 19MM 2179. Those will both go to the February the 10th at 9 a.m. docket.
Who's this for? I'm sorry.
This is, oh shoot, Mr. Brodowski, two cases.
1 second. My
Let me
system just went a little haywire.
Let me pull it back up.
Okay, for Bazaz.
Yeah, Mr. Bazaz's case, he has two for Courtney Brodowski.
Okay.
Moving both of them to February the 10th at 9.
Okay.
And then he also has Luis, oh, I'm sorry, that's not the wrong one. Jeffrey Keniston, 19MM 669. Move that one to February the 10th at 9 too.
And those are with waivers.
With waivers, right? Yes. Okay. And Mr. Lucarelli, which, you only have one plea in absentia? All right, let's take the ones that aren't pleas in absentia first. Okay. Anna Petto. Okay. So Mr. Rabb, if you couldn't hear what Mr. Lucarelli said, he was wondering whether you'd had a chance to take a look at this case and the facts and see whether there's a resolution for it, and also indicated that he is ready for trial. And as I indicated before, I don't have any trials in February or in January, so I'm going to set it for the February 10th docket. And if you guys resolve it before then, just let me know. I can set up a date for a resolution. And if you don't, I'll see you on February the 10th, and we'll figure out whether yours is going to be one of the cases that we're setting for trial.
And the state does remain ready, Your Honor. Unfortunately, Mr. Lucarelli, I have not been able to review these two remaining cases yet, just based on our availability and being placed on other dockets that we anticipated going to trial this week as well. I do owe you a phone call, and I apologize about that.
Sounds good. Can you hear him, Mr. Rabb?
I didn't, but I imagine he said that I'm his favorite assistant state attorney and an incredible person. So
That's exactly what he said. That's pretty much what he said. He actually almost verbatim. Wow, you're a mind reader.
You are the funniest by far.
Oh, you're the funniest. Oh, we're gonna have some fun with you then. We are gonna have some fun in this courtroom. Because I definitely try to do as much as I can to have fun as much as you can in this job. It breaks the ice a little bit, right? Exactly. Okay, so which one is the plea? Is it Mr. Bronig or Mr. Wade? Okay, so let's do Mr. Wade. David Wade, 19 mm 1285.
That's the same position, but I asked to Mr. Rob about this later on, and this one he's I heard it from Judge McPhee, and he's not cooperating with me. He's not making my life easy. I'm trying to resolve it. This is a voting act, voting DUI. He's not understanding the fact that you can't get a DUI or a DUI on both. In any event, if we set up a trial, it may resolve itself, but that's what he wants right now.
Maybe you compare it to him with like a golf cart or a bicycle and all these other things that people think they can't get DUIs on that you can get DUIs on.
The truth is, Judge, I've done DUI manslaughter cases, DUI serious bodily injury. It's probably more dangerous on a boat. In any event.
You may be right about that, but I do think that there are people that don't understand that there are a lot of different vehicles that fall under that statute. So good luck with that. You ride your bike home from the bar thinking you're doing the right thing, and then bam, there you go. Yeah. Oh, that's something to take up with the legislature. Yes, sir. February the 10th at 9. All right. How about Eric Bronig, 20 CT 980? This is the plea in absentia. Let's get that one done. Okay. And let's take a look at this. 20 CT 980. DUI with damage, adjudication, $500 fine plus court cost, 12 months probation, terminate after 6 months license suspension, may obtain work permit. DUI school substance abuse evaluation, follow all recommendations, no consumption of alcohol. And there was something scratched out about if he lived at his dad's house.
That was from my secretary, put that together from it was another case.
It was a typo.
It was a typo. Exactly.
Yeah. Victim impact panel, vehicle impound 10 days, community service may buy out. Number 2, leaving scene of crash, adjudication, court cost of prosecution. All right, this looks good. Mr. Robb, and you agree with this? You've signed this?
I have, Your Honor. No objection from the state.
We lost everybody.
I can still hear you.
Yeah.
I guess we're alone.
I guess it's just us.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hi. Everything is a withholding court costs.
Got it.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh, here we go. Oh, me too. Well, you know what? I mean, when I was growing up, we really didn't have computers. You guys back?
We're back. I want to know why Tommy was made the unofficial host, though, when all of this happened.
I think when she falls off, it just rolls to the next person.
I see, Tommy. I see.
I didn't want to be the host. Trust me. Too much work. Too much responsibility.
I think that just all I do is create the meeting and then it makes you the host. And trust me, if you guys ask me to do anything complicated in Zoom, I know that like Judge McPhee, he's like a Zoom master. He's telling me how he's doing all these breakout rooms and how he does all kinds of stuff. So he's like the Zoom guru. So if I need any help with it, I'm just like, you got to help me with this. Yeah, he's got it down, I'll tell you. All right, so now that we've got the computer working and it looks like I can look at this plea and I see the fingerprints. And Mr. Lucarelli, you do stipulate to a factual basis and venue for the purpose of this plea in absentia? All right, sounds good. So on the DUI with damage to person or property, it will be an adjudication of guilt, a $500 fine plus court costs, 12 months of supervised probation, which may terminate early after 6 months, and if all conditions are met, 6 months driver's license suspension, may obtain a work permit if eligible, DUI school, appropriate phase, substance abuse evaluation, follow all recommendations, no possession or consumption of alcohol during the terms of probation, no entering any bars, taverns, pubs, lounges, package stores, or places where alcohol is primarily served or sold, no alcoholic beverages in his residence. Vehicle impound for 10 days, victim impact panel, community service 50 hours may be converted to the monetary obligation at $10 per hour. I don't see random breathalyzer or urinalysis upon requested is no expense, but I'm ordering that. Okay, I just didn't see it on here, but that is going to be the court's order. It's count 2, leaving the scene of a crash, adjudication of guilt, court cost of prosecution. All right. I just need you to share screen, Tommy, whenever you're ready. That's all you got? Thank you. Oh, let's see here. Boy, they make it really small. Thank you. See you soon. Good. All righty. This brings us to Ms. Maurer. Ms. Maurer, let's do the cases that are not the pleas first, and we can take care of those first.
Okay. The one that is not a plea is Salvador Perez.
Okay.
And that's 20 CT 650.
Okay.
That will be a plea. I'm just trying to get some immigration documents over to the state attorney and then we'll work it out.
Okay. February 10th at 9.
Okay.
All right. And then, so all these others, it looks like you've got.
It's 2 other people. One of them has 2 cases.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. That's what's going on here. Okay. So, let's call Fernando Castro Ordonez, 20 CT 1104.
Your Honor, will you check in Showcase and see if the plea in absentia is showing? I just scanned it in this morning after speaking with the state attorney.
I see it.
Okay, great.
Let me look at it. And this is also a DUI. DUI over 0.15. Were there any other charges other than just that?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. And it looks like an adjudication, $1,000 fine plus court cost of prosecution, 12 months probation, may terminate early at 6 months, 12 months driver's license revocation, DUI school, substance abuse evaluation, follow all recommendations, random testing, no possession or consumption of alcohol, victim impact panel, 50 hours community service, which may be bought out, 6 months vehicle interlock, and the 10-day vehicle impound, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And let's look at the form. Looks like I got fingerprints and It looks like, Mr. Rabb, that you didn't sign it, but you're in agreement with it. Is that correct?
I am, Your Honor.
All right, sounds good. And Ms. Maurer, you stipulate to a factual basis and venue for the purpose of the plea in absentia?
I do.
All right, so the court will accept the plea in absentia, find that there is a factual basis and venue. To the charge of DUI with a .15 or above, the court will adjudicate him guilty. It will be a $1,000 fine plus court cost of prosecution, 12 months supervised probation, which may terminate early upon 6 months of completion and all terms and conditions being satisfied. 12 months driver's license revocation, may obtain a business permit if he's eligible. DUI school appropriate phase, substance abuse evaluation, follow all recommendations, random urinalysis or breathalyzer upon request and at his own expense, no possession or consumption of alcohol during the terms of his probation, no visiting any bars, taverns, pubs, lounges, saloons, package stores, or places where alcohol is primarily served or sold, no alcohol in his residence, victim impact panel, and 50 hours of community service, which may be bought out at the rate of $10 an hour, 6-month vehicle ignition interlock, and a 10-day vehicle impound. All right. Tommy, whenever you're ready.
It says on this may not obtain work permit.
Oh, I'll fix that.
Thank you.
Yep, I just saw that too. It's great, actually, the share screen over Zoom, because you guys see the same thing that I see now, because that's what happens when I'm in court and we do the plea. I push this little button next to the computer, and this is the screen that pops up so the clerk can have me accept the judgment. So, you know, we used to do those paper judgments that I'd see and sign, so now I get to see these. And over Zoom, it's really, really small. So thank you, Ms. Maurer, for catching that.
Plus, we also have a new appreciation for the clerk because we see how much goes into this.
Yes, I know. A whole new learning process.
It is.
With
Tommy,
this.
I always had an appreciation for you. Don't let him fool you.
All right, so we're good, Tommy. That looks good. And
All right.
So we also have Edvin Alexander Gabriel Domingo has 2 cases, 20 CT 639 and 20 MM 490, which will both be a plea in absentia.
The terms on both of the 2 are the same. It's an adjudication, time served, and costs.
Correct, Your Honor.
All right. Adjudication plus cost. All right, let's just do them one at a time. Let's start with 20 CT 639. No valid DL. And with this one again, I see that Ms. Maurer signed it and that the fingerprints are in order. Mr. Rabb, you're in agreement with this?
Yes, Your Honor, no objection.
All right, and Ms. Maurer, you stipulate to a factual basis and venue for the purpose of the plea in absentia?
I do.
All right, so the plea in absentia appears to be in the order, so the court will accept the plea in absentia. We'll find that there is a factual basis and venue. Actually, no. We got a problem, a little bit of a problem.
What's the problem?
Well, the problem is that when I looked at the plea in absentia and I came back to page 1 and I was going to go through the terms, I noticed that on paragraph 3, it says, I enter a plea of no contest to the charge of resisting or obstructing arrest without violence.
Hold on.
And so, Ms. Maurer, if you can put on the record that it's simply a scrivener's error, I'll accept the plea.
I will. That was a scrivener's error.
Thank you. So the court will accept the plea in absentia with the modification that paragraph 3, while it indicates that it was a charge of resisting or obstructing arrest without violence, is actually a plea of no contest to no driver's license as reflected in the first paragraph of the plea in absentia. And the sentence will be an adjudication of guilt credit for all time served, court costs, and costs of prosecution. Does he need any additional time to pay, Ms. Maurer?
We have 90 days, please.
90 days to pay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Do you want to share screen on that one now, or do you want to do them both once I do the next one, Tommy?
I can do them both when you do the next one.
All right, let's do the next one. And the next one is case number 20MM490. And this one is a charge of resisting arrest without violence. So kind of figure I know what happened here because I've done it myself.
Very intuitive.
Having been in your shoes and having done it myself, probably more than once, it's very easy to do. Okay, and so let's see here. Got the fingerprints, have the signature of you, Ms. Maurer, Mr. Rabb, you're in agreement with this plea in absentia, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Ms. Maurer, you stipulate to a factual basis and venue for the purpose of the plea in absentia?
I do.
Okay, so the court will accept the plea in absentia, find that there is a factual basis and venue to the charge of resisting arrest without violence. The court will adjudicate him guilty, sentence him to time served, and impose the court costs and the costs of prosecution and give him 90 days to pay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, now we're ready, Tommy. Yep, it looks good. Sounds good. Thank you. All right, we'll see you again.
Bye, thank you.
Bye, thank you. All right, Mr. Dunford.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, how are you today?
Doing well, good to see you. Happy New Year.
Good to see
Likewise.
you. Happy New Year to you.
Thank you. Good morning,
It's 2021, it's crazy.
What's that?
I don't think we've been formally
It's
met.
crazy that it's 2021. I actually had to go through all of my my sheets for 24s yesterday because I realized, did I sign them 2021 or did I sign them 2020? And I had actually signed most of them 2020. So it's hard to change that, right?
It is.
Yep.
By the 28th, I guess, right? A 28-day habit. By the 28th, we'll all be back in line.
Yeah. Well, no, now those 19 cases look even older than they are.
Yeah, I know, really, don't they? That's so true. The fact that I even have 19 cases on my docket left over is so surprising to me, but we're going to get through them. We will. So, Mr. Dunford, you have 3, and are all of them going to be pleas in absentia, or do you have 1 or 2 or all?
2 of the 3 we were hoping to resolve via plea in absentia. They all have been filed and sent to your office. I'm hoping Mr. Robb's had a chance to review them.
Okay.
The one that was not going to be resolved today was Mr. John Johnson. That'd be the easy one, 20 CT 2241, and the companion 20 TR 27852. I'm just asking for another docket sign with a waiver.
And 20 TR, was it consolidated?
It was,
Yes.
Your Honor.
Okay. Let's set that for February the 10th at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. All right.
The other 2 were the ones that we were hoping to resolve. That's Mr. Corey Robert Adario in case 20 CT 797 and the companion cases of 20 TR 10477 and 20 TR 10481. Encompassed in that plea, Judge, is Mr. Adario would be pleading as charged to the count of DUI. He would be adjudicated guilty, placed on 12 months of probation as part of the condition of probation as part of the plea agreement. Madam State had required that there was no mail-in allowed but may transfer. He does live on the East Coast. A 10-day impound of his vehicle. There is no waiver that applies. Attend and complete a substance abuse evaluation and follow any recommended treatment for counseling, as well as the DUI school and follow any recommendations. I would ask if the counseling for DUI school could fill that requirement on Section D for the substance abuse evaluation. Mothers Against Driving Victim Impact Panel or the U-Impact online class. No possession or consumption of drugs or alcohol with random urine screens. He's to stay away from bars, saloons, taverns, and boxed liquor stores. except may frequent such establishments and possess alcohol if for work purposes, and that's verified through probation.
Is he a bartender or a server or something?
He's not. We've just, as a matter of course, Judge, in case people change jobs and he's young, ends up getting a job in a restaurant and becomes a server, if he can verify that, it just saves us having to file a motion to modify.
Okay. Okay.
There's 50 hours of community service, a 6-month driver's license revocation, a $750 fine subject to any surcharge, court costs, $50 cost of prosecution, and then he's authorized us to resolve those civil infractions that I had put on the record, Your Honor.
Okay. I actually wanted to just look at the civil infractions.
Your Honor, the state has no objection to the request made by counsel.
Okay, sounds good. Okay. So what the court would do with the civil infractions is merge and dismiss them. I just wanted to make sure that the failure to maintain lane wasn't a crash. If it was a crash, I probably wouldn't, but it looks like it was just a simple failure to maintain lane, and then the other one was failure to explain your driver's license upon demand. So, okay. And let me just pull up quickly an extension real quick. We got our fingerprints. Good. Come on, there we go. And I do see that the form was signed by Mr. Dunford. Mr. Rabb, you didn't sign this one, but you're in agreement with it, is that right?
I am, Your Honor, I'm reviewing it right now. I apologize. For whatever reason, Showcase have locked the document on me, and I'm just reviewing it now.
Sure.
Although I do believe that Ms. Maturino previously conveyed the offer and the terms that counsel stipulated to on the record are correct. I'm just trying to make sure that all the other information in the plea in absentia is in there that we need.
Okay.
And it does appear that it is, Your Honor.
And it looks like that to me too. All right, Mr. Dunford, do you stipulate to a factual basis and venue for the purpose of this plea?
Stipulated, Your Honor.
All right, so the court will find that there's a factual basis for the plea and that there is also venue to the charge of DUI. The court will adjudicate him guilty, sentence him to 12 months supervised probation. Can't be by mail-in, but may transfer to the place where he resides. 10-day vehicle impound. Attend and complete a substance abuse evaluation and follow all recommendations for treatment. If in fact that is done through the DUI school, of course, that would satisfy that provision. Attend and complete DUI school phase 1, follow any recommendations, attend and complete the MAD Victim Impact Panel or the uimpact.com online course. By the way, it's the first time I've heard about the uimpact online course, but I assumed probably that we would be doing some online things right now with COVID especially. No possession of any drugs or alcohol during the term of probation, no visiting any bars, taverns, pubs, lounges, saloons, or package stores, places where alcohol is primarily served or sold. No alcohol in his residence. Exception would be that if he gets a job in the service industry where he is required to serve alcohol, that he may do so for work, but he may not consume alcohol even when he's on the job. Random urinalysis or breathalyzer upon request and at his own expense. 50 hours of community service, 6 months driver's license revocation, may obtain a business permit if he is so eligible. $750 fine plus court costs and the cost of prosecution. And as I said before, the civil infractions, both of them will be merged and dismissed.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Your Honor, just procedurally on Mr. Odario's case, as this was a plain abstention, he does reside on the East Coast. With the provision of him not being able to report by mail, how are we facilitating having him sign up for probation?
That's a good question. Do you know, Mr. Rabb?
I would advise him to contact probation here in Collier County, and I imagine that they would be able to point him in the right direction. Is he in Dade?
He's over in Pembroke Pines.
In Broward. So I imagine that they'll put him in contact with probation in Broward County.
Okay. Thank you very much.
There's probably something internally that they send over to say this gentleman lives in your jurisdiction and he needs to sign up with you. So, and it might take a few days. So maybe what I could indicate, Tommy, on the judgment is that the the transfer of the probation to be completed within 7 days.
Thank you,
So that's
Judge.
within 7 days?
Yes.
Okay, let me add that.
Thank you very much, Judge. And may he check into probation today over the phone? Is that okay?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Thank you.
And that may, be it's probably going to be something between, here and there that probation has to do internally. It may not be that complicated, but I don't know how things are working right now with the, people working remotely and, so I have no idea what one office doing to the other. And even within my own courthouse. So
Understood.
hopefully it'll be easy.
We'll try to wait it, Judge.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so that takes care of Mr. Adario in that question. Thank you. The other case.
Question. Wait 1 minute. I got to look at this. I have to look at the judgment real quick.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. Oh my God, it's so small. Okay. Tommy, I think I just put in there with the revocation that he may obtain the permit. May transfer to Broward.
Just give me 1 second.
Okay, thank you. And
Your Honor, when it says substance abuse evaluation, does it need to say that it can be met with the DUI school, or will probation know that?
I'm not sure.
And Collier, probation would be advised of that.
Okay.
And again, I would just confirm that when they transfer to Broward to make sure that Broward's aware of that also.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, we certainly don't want to have someone have an evaluation twice if it's already being done, and there's always already counseling being recommended or not recommended. Yeah, I don't see a reason to do it multiple times.
Right. And then the last thing, I guess I might as well ask, Judge, for housekeeping matter is, I don't recall there ever being any issue with him buying out the community service hours, but while we're here, was there be an objection? Should he buy them out?
Mr. Rabb?
State has no objection, Your Honor.
Okay, then we definitely need to add that.
Thank you, Judge. Just in case he wants to ask down the line.
Sure. Well, we might as well do it now because then otherwise you would have to file a motion.
Right.
Oh, there we go. Okay. And that looks good. Thanks, Tommy.
Thank you.
All right. And then that takes us to Kinsey Quinlan, which is 20 CT 1382.
That's correct, Judge. Lance Sternfeld on behalf of her. This is going to be a plain absentia as charged. We also have the companion TR case as well, 20 TR 17102. The terms of the agreement have been filed with the court. And they are, upon the record, an adjudication of guilt, 12 months of probation, with no early termination request during the initial 9 months. That was part of the stipulated agreement. 6 months of an ignition interlock device. Just for the record, she did get that installed yesterday, and I was provided proof. That's something we'll give to probation as well.
Great.
10-day vehicular impound, attend and complete substance abuse evaluation within 30 days and follow recommended for treatment, attend and complete DUI school phase 1 and follow any recommendations. Same request on this case as the last one, Judge. If she's doing the substance abuse evaluation through DUI school, if that can meet that condition. There's the Mothers Against Drunk Driving Victim Impact Panel, or the online U-Impact online course, or the Lee Memorial High Risk Drivers course. There is no possession, consumption of drugs or alcohol with random urine screens. Stay away from bars, saloons, taverns, and boxed liquor stores, except may frequent such establishments and possess alcohol if for work purposes and, of course, verified. 50 hours of community service, or buy out the rate of $10 per hour after completing 25 hours. That was specifically negotiated.
Okay.
6-month driver's license suspension. A $1,000 fine subject to any surcharge, court costs per schedule, $50 cost of prosecution. And again, she's authorized us to resolve the speeding infraction.
Okay. All right, so let's just start with the speeding infraction. Looking at the ticket itself, it is not one that I'd be willing to merge and dismiss, but I would, based on her driving record, be willing to impose a $175 fine plus court costs and withhold adjudication of guilt on that. She was going almost 30 miles an hour over the speed limit on Immokalee Road, which is a terrible place to be going that fast. So
Judge, we appreciate
under different circumstances, I might have done something different, but I don't know if you've ever driven down Immokalee Road. I can't even believe that she was going that fast on Immokalee, to tell you the truth. So, but it's not a, she doesn't have a terrible driving record, so I'm going to give her a withhold so she won't have the points, but I do think that I shouldn't dismiss it.
Thank you very much, Judge.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. So let's take a look at the plea in absentia. When did you file it, sir?
It was filed.
Yeah, I don't see it.
I don't see it either.
Oh.
I don't either.
Well, shoot, that might be a problem then.
Yeah, I don't have it. Do you want to try and get it filed, and then we could do it at 2:15 this afternoon?
If I could, Judge, please. Yes, if that can work.
We could do that because I've got first appearance this afternoon, and then I have, it looks like a small plea docket. Well, yeah, I've got 3, it looks like.
Okay.
One person has multiple cases, but yours will be, pretty quick and easy, so I could easily take it this afternoon.
That would be awesome. Is it the same Zoom information, Your Honor?
No, it's not. You'll just need to get a hold of Jen, my assistant, and she'll send you the new Zoom information for this afternoon.
And then I will try to get Mr. Rob's email, and I'll email it to him directly.
Thanks,
Okay.
sir.
Sounds good. All right. Yep. I should have looked at the case first to make sure I saw the plea, and then I was like, oh, it's not there. So
That's my mistake, Judge. We'll fix that immediately.
no problem. Hey, we can still get it done today, so it's easy, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So Tommy, you're gonna put him on this afternoon, 2:15 for me. All right.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate
Thank
that.
you.
You
All
guys
right. Thank you, Mr.
Thank
Dunn.
you. Very nice to meet you.
All right. Nice meeting you too. See you later. All right. So I'm showing another one, Gaston Valdez, 20 mm 1738.
Oh,
And it doesn't, he appears like he's not represented.
Let's see.
Why was he moved from tomorrow to
I'm
today?
not showing him on
Private
here at all.
attorney?
Yeah, I don't. What was the case number, Your Honor? Apologies.
20 mm 1738.
I
It's
have
really-
him on for tomorrow.
You do?
I do.
Oh,
yes.
okay. All right. Because it showed up on my docket, but now it says canceled pretrial.
I think this was something that we addressed with Bertaramo yesterday.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
I think you might be right. Okay. Yes, I think you're right. And it just didn't come off my dashboard yet. Okay.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure we didn't miss somebody. So, all right, we're good until this afternoon. Thanks,
Yep.
gentlemen.
Have a
Appreciate
good one.
it.
Have a great day, Your Honor.
All right, you too. I'll see you
Bye, Tommy.
later. Bye.